everyone. Welcome back to another session of That's How I Roll. This is Greg. I am getting ready to do the third episode, third mission of Dragonbane. So I would like to finish all five of these. And so what I'm going to do is, I guess hope y'all saw the summary of session one and the playing through of session two because I had so many problems. But the so here I'm going to get started tonight with the third one. Just a couple of corrections. I went ahead and got a different. Instead of using one of my green dice, I got me a different color dice for my threat level. Also, one of the things that I changed, I don't know if you saw, like I really kind of made it harder on myself than I should have. Not being able to get Airrock survived with the medallion, so I didn't really finish the last mission. So I'm going to just have him pop up some other time. But tonight is going to be doing third mission. And one thing I didn't notice is I used the calling stones because at the bottom I saw the calling stones and I thought the calling stones were part of that he gave it to me and I somehow missed it. And I don't feel too bad because Trevor Duvall, me, myself, and Di did the same thing. But the calling stones are the artifact I'm going for this mission. And so that's something that I corrected. But the other thing is I made it a lot harder on myself because it tells you here, your solo character, you can take Army of One. Your character gains one additional heroic ability of choice at the start of play. And so, and they give you these two right here, and one of them would be Army of One, which allows you to draw two initiative cards, so you get 2 turns each round, and that would have been huge. Because last time I went back and watched Trevor Duvall's Mission 2, Alone in Deep Fall Breach, and I was like, man, how did he survive it? Because it's pretty difficult. But I forgot he had Army of One for one, and number two, it goes down to the wire, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's edge of your seat, and the but it makes it. But then he also didn't make all the players magic. He made one player the magic user, and he used the other one as just normal minions, which I should have done. But when I made him 3 magic, it made it way too powerful. There's just no way I could have got closer than with the magic bolt and all the magic and stuff to do the damage. So I made it harder. But anyway, I went ahead and took out shield block and moved to Army of One because it's just such a when it comes to combat, it just makes it a lot. It makes it where I'm somewhat equal to some of these things. So anyway, we're gonna get started tonight. We're gonna jump right into number 3. And so it's been a long day, and I'm going to get into some role playing just because it always makes me. I feel fine. It's just been a long day. It is always. I love to get some D&D in, some gaming in. It just it's relaxing for me. That and reading and spending time with my family, but. It's relaxing. I love RPGs. I wish I had more time in the day that all I could do is sit around and play RPGs. But so I'm going to roll. I'm going to run through mission 3, and I did realize a couple of things as well, and that is I want to be more consistent. That if I miss on if he's trying to make it through a room and he misses, and there's not a combat that generates from it, that he takes damage from it, but he gets through it. Because sometimes I'll roll like multiple times to get him through a room, and then I just kept losing hit points and hit points, hit points, hit points. Because some of these skill levels are so low, it really doesn't make sense for me to allow him to continue to get, trying to roll a 5 or under when I don't get a plus or a minus or anything like that. Really makes it difficult. It makes it more difficult than it really needs to be. Again, Shadowbane is not really about, Shadow Dragonbane is not really about um, developing a super powerful character or something like that. It's just about, hey, making it through the mission and letting each room do its thing and then move on. And so we're going to look at tonight. It's into the mage's refuge. And so a wizard of repute once dwelt within the breach, studying the fiendish origins of the rift. Decades have come and gone since the mage's demise, and their tower lies abandoned. Venture there and retrieve an artifact more than useful to ye, a pair of calling stones, to bind your soul to the surface should you have need. And so one of the things, also what I mean about that is because you have a threat, and the threat is a troll once called his mage friend, and has, oh, a troll once called this mage friend and has protected the tower for centuries. With the conjurer's death, the guardian wanders the breach and hunts those who seek the long-dead companion's wealth and wisdom. When the threat activates, a lumbering troll finds you. So, like I was saying earlier, if you don't succeed on a roll on either one of these missions here or each one of these waypoints, two things happen, and I think that's enough a punishment for failing a roll. Is number one, you're going to take damage, and number two, or you're going to suffer some kind of consequences, and number two, your threat dice moves. So that's enough, So if you think about, no, I think the room needs to be, I'm not out of the room until the room is defeated. Well, with Dragonbane, that could take forever. And you're just going to end up with a character that's just out of hit points, out of will points, out of whatever, and you're not even going to have a chance to even finish. And if you're doing solo and that's the way you want to play it, like you want to be hardcore, that's fine with me, but that's not something. Oh, and by the way, I did use my weakness as a reckless. I need to roll a new one. And I forgot it gives me pushing boons. Let's see. Oh, it gives me an extra advance mark. So I know I did that last time, so I'm going to give another advance mark. I'm going to make it crossbows. So I have to roll over an 8, a 6, so he doesn't advance. But he used his weakness, so he needs to get another one. Let's roll to see. Role playing according to your weakness gives you an extra advantage at the end mark of the session. If you feel that your heroic listed by your profession really doesn't match the character, may allow you to choose a different starting one. Veteran lets him keep a card, but boy, that. All right, let's see. You can roll from table below or choose a weakness freely. So let's see. Let's see what he's learned now. 11. Vain. I'll help anyone who gives me praise or compliments. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to role play that one, but we shall see. All right, so Mr. Shadowbane, let's get into it. All right, the first waypoint, Moon Door. To access the tower from the vault, step ye not into a passage, but through the illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. So he comes into access the tower from the vault, step into ye passage. Not into a passage, but through illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. So he's going to have to spot hidden to see if he can find this illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. So let's see what he does. 16. He does not make it. Man, last night I was able. So he doesn't find it as initial time. So what that means is that he has to search, and it takes longer. So because of that, I'm not going to roll again. But what it's going to do is it's going to move my threat meter up. Because like I said, there's no damage here that he could take, but it just means he takes longer to do it. And so if he doesn't find a spot hidden immediately, it takes longer for him to do it. And that is, as long as you have an outcome that's negative, for you not succeeding, I think that's just enough. And I think that's a very good role play, not only for regular game stuff as with a party, but also with your solo play. Okay, so then he finally it takes him a while, and he hears the lumbering troll around him, and he's searching her, and he finds it, and he goes to the next waypoint. Petrified Arbitorium. Trees of brittle stone stand in maddening formation in the tower's arbitorium. Find a path through and heed not the whispers of the trees. The dryads who once dwelt within these have long since become something else. Okay, so he's going to try to make it through, and this is going to be an awareness check because he is trying to keep his senses about him because it doesn't really have anything else um, that would do it. So I'm going to roll that I think would work. It's not spot hidden and it's not evade because he's not. It's not agility based. It's in the mind, right? The whispers and stuff. So I'm going to use awareness. Um, 5. So he makes it through. The timer doesn't move, and he's able to make it through the petrified arbitorium. And so I'm going to let him, just because as he's making it through and it succeeds, I'm going to let him. No, I'm not going to scratch for root. What doesn't sound like. So now we're going to an unknown area. So let me get my little card here. Get my pen. Go to my tables. If you do that, it also makes your time hopefully go faster. I would love to get my videos down a little bit faster. Probably if I stop my yapping and playing and we get there. So roll a d20, find out where this takes place. Oh, here's the chart. 10. Idle workshop. Okay. This might be a place you can scavenge. So a d4 to see how many things. 4. Okay. Danger. An oddity. It should just be pretty much one of each. 4. Another danger. Man, this d4 loves to roll 4s. And an environment. Okay, so what we got here. Danger. 11. A hidden trap. Okay. 14 on an oddity. A sentient door. Well. Okay. Which makes sense in a wizard's tower. 3. An approaching foe. And environmental. 18. A talking statue. So he is definitely in a very magic user tower space. A hidden trap, sitting at door, an approaching foe. Woo! A talking statue. He's got a lot going on. And so, and it's an idle workshop. So, I think of it as a place. Let me see what might be an approaching, so I will know. 14. Vampiric bats. Okay. All right. So this is going to be. What is he going to have to do to get through this? So I'm going to say that the sentient door and the talking statue are going to be talking back and forth at him, trying to, confuse him about, because they want to, maybe they are the ones who want to keep him in the room. That's the hidden trap, maybe, that they want to trap him so that the foes can get to him, the bats that are in the tower. That's what I'll go with right now. And so for him to get through, he's going to have to know some form of knowledge, or I'm going to make a myth and legends that they're questioning who he is and his knowledge, and is he worthy to be in this idle workshop. That's all I can think of off the top of my head right now. Let's see if there was, see if I can add something to it. What does the leader want? What does the door want? Maybe, let me see. Let me roll on, let me see if it adds anything in action. 9, hunt. 20, violent. 19, treasure. Hunt a violent treasure. Okay, so that's hunt. It does work. A violent treasure. Okay, so it's an idle workshop. That makes sense. So they want him to find something that's in the room that is harming the room. It's something that's causing violence to them, and it's a treasure that needs to be destroyed or removed. However, it is protected by a hidden trap. So maybe that's what they want him to do. They want him to let them out of the room. They want him to disarm the trap and get rid of this violent treasure. That's what we're going to do. Sounds like a cool room. So let us roll for him to do spot hidden. 13. He does not make it. Now, well, that just means now I can push it. That's an intel. So that would mean he would get angry. Yeah, he's pretty vain. That's why I'm going to let his vainness come in, where he, maybe the door and them are talking about, oh, he can't do it. Oh, yeah, he can. Oh, no, he can't. He can't do this. So I'm going to make him, he's like getting angry and going, you know what? I'm going to push it. 15. Well, he can get angry all he wants. So he is not able to do the trap. It's going to push. He's going to, the trap springs. So he's going to able to finally do it. Like I said, he's going to able to succeed, but he is going to take damage. 3. I could just make, instead of vampiric bats, it could just be the trolls approaching. And that's what counts here. Makes me turn it. So he takes 2d6 points of damage. Moderate. Ooh, wee! That's a damaging thing. He takes 10 points of damage. Because his leather armor, it's going to be a magical trap. So it is not going to be able. So what he's going to do is he's going to finally, they laugh at him because he springs the trap, but he's able to get the treasure. Sorry, I don't want to start making noise on clearing my throat here. He's going to do something with the treasure, and so that way they're going to let him go through, because they tell him, hey, this is what you need to do to it to take away the power of what it was doing. I ain't gonna worry about vampire bats. Because what that does is it's approaching foes, so he takes damage and this turns again. You know what? I can make it. You know what? I'm gonna make it turn twice. One, because he took him too much time. He didn't succeed, and I told him that was gonna be one of his things. But also with the approaching foe, that's gonna add the second time. So, all right. So let's go to the next room. It's peering walls. Not often does a breach gaze back at me, but I see eyes beyond counting peering out from the stone flesh. Look not into their fiendish glare or risk your mind. So here he goes again. It's going to be awareness to see if he can make it through this room. 8. Yes. So he's able to make it through without any. He doesn't. He's able to keep his focus, make it through, and he's on to the next unknown room. This 8-room dungeon tonight. And he don't have time to rest, because if he does, if he does, it's the troll, and the trolls are tough. Madding or Ori. No, it's unknown. Sorry, that's the next one. All right, let's roll this d20. It's a 9. It's a forgotten library. he has going on in here. 3 things. A contents, an environment, and 2 contents. Okay, flipped passage. 14, ornate sarcophagi, which is crazy in a library, but we'll take it. Oh, a dragon. Abandoned supplies. That's nice. Oh wait, no, it's environment. A bubbling pool. Makes me think it's Beverly Hills. And then an 11, a makeshift barricade. Okay. What that would make me think about is that something came out. Something happened in this room. It's a forgotten library, and I guess this is barricaded up because that makes it a library. And then there's an ordnance sarcophagi. So let's see what's in there. He's going to scavenge in it and see what's in the sarcophagi. 3, nothing of note. So he doesn't have to, and he's not going to take some. There's nothing in here that needs to bother him because I rolled on a scavenge. That could have been an unexpected danger. So nothing happens. So he's going to move on through that room to the next. Every room doesn't have to be something. Maddening Orrery. Once the mage used this confounding device to chart the flux of the heavens themselves. Now its mechanical whirling and grinding gears represent nothing more than an obstacle. Traverse the machinery or disable its movements. So that is going to be a traverse the machinery. So he's going to have to, is it going to be acrobatics? Yep, we're going to do acrobatics. Or risk, or disable its movements. So that would have to be a, it's not bushcraft, crafting. It's going to be a 7 either way. So let's see what we can do here. 11. He does not make it. He only has 7 hit points left. He's going to have to push. You know, I should have took, not veteran, I should have took the other one where I can use my will points, because I don't use will points enough. And, you know, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a change in the middle, because you know what? I'm learning the game. I'm going to take away veteran. And I'm going to give him soul survivor. Let's see if that helps, because boy, so he's going to spend 3 points and he's going to push without suffering a condition. I think there's a reason they give these 2. They should just give them to him anyway, just because of it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a change in the middle because you know what? It's my game. That's what I want to do. 18. So he doesn't make it, so he can do it. So he's going to, all right. He has willpower, he can push again, but I'm not. I'm going to make it where he's got to take damage. Let's see. My goodness. 2d10 will take him down, unless if I roll less than a 7. Yikes. Man, I have just been, these dice have been high tonight. 8 points of damage. Oh my goodness. It has been a terrible day. So, this is supposed to make me happy, but here I am. Attempt to save your life with a healing roll while at 0 hit points. Because I know I have to make death saves. So I'm going to try to do this real quick. Healing is horrible. It's a 5. a 9, so he doesn't do it. I guess I could push my roll. Guess I can. Let's see. I mean, it's will points. He's willing himself to do it. 4. He does it. Make a healing roll to 10 your wounds. Wait. Attempt to save your own life with a healing roll while at 0 hit points. See page 50 of the Another person can discount his action multiple attempts made. If the roll stop making that roll, recover D6 hit points. All right. Well, that ain't great, but it's 1. Hey, you know what? Now we're playing old school. Now we're playing Shadow Dark. He's got 1 hit point. All right. So he failed. He made it. He took the damage. It moves to 5. And he can't, he's got to succeed. If he doesn't, he is going to be, so he's got the endless stair. A spiral ascent leads you to the top of the mage tower. Arcane trickery be at play here, trapping the unwary in an infinite climb. Keep your wits about you and avoid the still shambling remains of less fortunate offenders. So he's trying to, he is weak. He is still angry. This is his mage power. He's like a dwarf. He's like, man, I hate magic users to the nth degree, and his place is driving me nuts. So here he's going to try to get up here and see what happens. So he needs a keep your wits about ye. So it's going to be an awareness. 2. He made it. He made it through. So that's good. So he makes it through the endless stair and into the mage study. The laboratory and library of the mage lies shrouded in darkness. The mage's corpse lies within. The last vestiges of their magic still warding off intruders. Take only what you've come for, the calling stones, which will be your salvation. So that's what he's going to do. So he made it to the witch tower. He knows that the corpse is still in there. And so he's only going to take what he needs from him. So he's going to get the stones, and when he gets the stones, but he needs to get out. And so what happens on the get out is going to be, there is a way here leaving the breach. So if the path back to the chapel is clear, you may retreat from the breach without incident. If the way is fraught with dangers, roll awareness or sneak in to see how you fare. So he's going to try to sneak back out. I'm just going to make 1 roll. 6, he makes it. He sneaks back out through everything. He makes it back. I don't think I rolled any dragons on anything. So he's successful. He has the calling stone. So I'm going to write this on here. I don't know where to put them. And then he did do a vein action, so that's going to give me, I'm going to do crossbows for that. And then I get 5 gaining experience, 5 advancements of skills of your choice for successful mission. So I'm going to do acrobatics, healing, because he did do a healing, sneaking, which he passed on that. Whatever. I think he did. Did he do a myth and legends? I think he tried. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he gets 1 more. What's something he used? Awareness. Let's roll that. All right. So he's got to roll over. No, well, watch me not roll high. 8 over acrobat. He made it. Hey, look at there. So acrobatics go to 8. Awareness, that's a 1, so he does not make it. Okay. Healing, it's over 5 and 8, so healing goes to 6. I have a new character sheet after this. Myth and Legends is a 10. It's 12, so that goes to an 11. Sneaking is a 13. That's a dragon. So 1, so we didn't make that. And then crossbows is an 8. 14, so it goes to a 9. Even though we didn't use his crossbow. Yeah, I'm going to get a new character sheet. Print one out tonight. All right. So we made it through. And he is vain, so I have to wait. I think I got to wait to the next mission before I get a new one. All right, everyone. So we did mission 3, and I should be able to get mission 4 and 5 in this week. It seems to be a week of that I might have a little more time this week, so we'll see. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for following my channel. I hope you enjoyed it. And hope you're trying Dragonbane. It's a very, very good game. I really love the roll under. It's so easy to play. And in fact, I'll be running it for a group of people this coming this fall, and it should be fun. All right, have a good one. Good night.